8 people have died and hundreds more are sick across North America in a salmonella outbreak linked to Malichita and Rudy brand cantaloupes. The majority of Canadian cases are in Quebec, but more than a dozen are right here in our province. Matt Ingram has that story.
The Public Health Agency of Canada says 5 people have died in our country due to salmonella-contaminated cantaloupe, an outbreak experts are calling serious.
That puts us, at least in Canada, up to among the most serious and deadly salmonella outbreaks in our history.
Health Canada says 3 strains of salmonella have been identified as the cause of illnesses in people who reported eating cantaloupe before they got sick.
The strains that are associated with this outbreak are a bit more unusual.
Biochemist Brian Coombs from McMaster University says one of the 3 strains was associated with a 1998 outbreak in southern Ontario.
The most probable cause in that report was cantaloupe. So it seems like maybe history is repeating itself a little bit.
An investigation found the Malichita and Rudy brand cantaloupes are the likely source of the outbreak, triggering food recall warnings for both brands.
Things that are grown out in the wild and in farms and fields are susceptible to contamination.
An investigation by Health Canada has uncovered 129 laboratory-confirmed cases linked to the outbreak across 6 provinces, including here in Ontario, where there are 17. But the vast majority of infections are in Quebec, where cases have shot up from 35 last week to 91 this week. And Coombs says the numbers are likely to go up.
Because reporting lags a little bit behind cases, it's likely that we haven't sort of seen the last of it yet. It's definitely possible that you could contaminate other people. So person-to-person transmission is quite common.
Health Canada says 80% of cases were in children under the age of 5 and in adults aged 65 and older. The agency says people became sick between mid-October and mid-November, and 44 people have been hospitalized.
I don't think we have the proper system to communicate risks to the public.
Food policy researcher Sylvain Charlebois says outbreaks like this could be minimized or even avoided if food recalls were better communicated to the public.
Right now, the CFIA has an alert system. You can actually register online, but I think less than 100,000 Canadians have registered.
Charlebois also saying that an app similar to the COVID app could be developed at minimal cost to let people know if they're exposed to food risks like salmonella. Now, if you have any of the affected brand, that's Malichita or Rudy brand cantaloupe, throw them out. Experts say that you can't wash off salmonella. Now, people who get the infection, they typically have symptoms like cold or flu, and it can go away in just a couple of days without treatment. But as we've heard, it can also be deadly.